Let me ask you a question, and I want you to be brutally honest with yourself. Have you ever felt that physical shift? The one where her texts go from enthusiastic paragraphs to short, one-word answers? Where the warmth in her voice over the phone is suddenly gone? That sinking feeling in your gut isn't paranoia. It's an early warning system. And it's going off because she's pulling away. And the worst part? Most men do the exact thing that guarantees she pulls away even more. My name is Christina, and this is Christina Talks Men. Today, we're not just going to talk about what to do when she goes cold. We're going to diagnose the root cause. Because odds are, you're unintentionally making one of 3 critical mistakes that are pushing her away. And we're going to fix that starting now. Quick check, like video, and comment below where you're watching from. I love seeing how far this men's growth community reaches. Before we get into the 3 mistakes, we need to talk about the one fundamental reason they happen. Men make these mistakes when they start operating from a place of fear instead of from a place of value. Fear of what? Fear of losing her. And when you operate from that fear, you start reacting to her temperature instead of setting your own. You become a thermometer, constantly checking if the room is hot or cold. A high-value, centered man, he's the thermostat. He sets the temperature in the room with his own energy, his own frame. Every mistake we're about to cover is a symptom of being the thermometer. Let's get into the first one. Mistake number 1. You try to fix it by closing the distance. This is the most common, most logical, and most fatal mistake. Her energy drops, so what does your brain tell you to do? Show more interest. Text her more often. Ask her what's wrong. Reassure her that you're still here. You think that by applying more pressure, more attention, you can force the connection back to where it was. It sounds like this. Hey, you good? Did I do something wrong? I miss you. Just checking in. One after another. Day after day. From your perspective, you're being attentive. You're trying to solve the problem. I want to tell you about a guy I saw do this perfectly wrong. The moment he felt her pull back, he doubled his texting. Morning check-ins. Midday, just thinking about you. Late night, are you okay? And what happened? She didn't feel closer. She felt overwhelmed. And within a week, she pulled back even harder. Now, here's the unfiltered truth from my side of the fence. When a woman is feeling uncertain and needs space to process her feelings, your increased attention doesn't feel like reassurance. It feels like pressure. It screams, my validation comes from you, and I am panicking because I'm not getting it. It instantly puts her in the position of having to manage your emotions on top of her own. And that is the opposite of attraction. She was attracted to the man who had a full life, a mission. The man who is now frantically texting her feels like he has nothing else going on. Do the opposite. When you feel her pull away, you don't chase. You don't close the distance. You create space. You get intensely focused back on your own life. Your work, your gym, your projects. You become the thermostat again, focused on generating your own heat, not checking her temperature. This leads directly to the second mistake, which often happens when the first one fails. Mistake number 2, you ask what's wrong? Or are we okay? I know why you ask this. You're trying to be a good communicator. I've watched men ask this with good intentions and watch attraction quietly die in the room. Not because the question was cruel, but because it handed all the emotional authority to her. You want to open the door for her to talk about what's on her mind. It comes from a good place. But let me translate what she often hears. When you ask, are we okay? You are handing her the entire frame of the relationship and asking her to validate it for you. You are saying, I am so unsure of my position with you that I need you to tell me if I'm safe. A woman does not want to feel like she is your source of security. She wants to feel secure in your presence. There's a huge difference. By asking for reassurance, you are communicating weakness and uncertainty. You're forcing her into a maternal role, and a woman cannot be attracted to a man she has to mother. Assume everything is okay until you are explicitly told otherwise. Operate with the quiet confidence that you are a man of value. If she has a problem, a mature woman will bring it to you. If she doesn't, then you continue to lead the interaction forward with positive energy. You don't look for problems that aren't there. And the third mistake, this is the one that kills attraction for good. Mistake number 3, you put your life on hold for her. This one is subtle. It's not about texting or talking. It's about energy. I've been on the other side of this. I could feel when a man started rearranging his entire life around my availability, canceling plans, watching his phone, waiting, and instead of feeling special, I felt responsible. And that's when attraction fades. When you're operating from that fear of losing her, you subconsciously start clearing your schedule. You say no to a night out with your friends in case she wants to hang out. You stop working on that project at 9 p.m. because you're glued to your phone, waiting for her reply. Your mission, your purpose, which was the most attractive thing about you in the first place, is now sitting in the passenger seat while your anxiety is driving the car. We can feel this. Women have an incredible intuition for a man's focus. We can feel when we have become the absolute center of your universe. And while that sounds romantic in movies, in real life, it's terrifying. It's too much responsibility. We don't want to be your purpose. We want to be an amazing addition to a man who already has one. Double down on your mission. When you feel that anxiety creeping in, that urge to check your phone again, use it as a trigger. A trigger to go read a book, to do 50 push-ups, to write down your goals for the next day, to call a friend and talk about something other than her. Recenter yourself in your own life. Protect your focus like it is your most valuable asset, because it is. So let's bring it all together. Closing the distance, asking for reassurance, and putting your life on hold. They're all symptoms of the same disease, operating from a fear of loss. The cure is to stop trying to keep her and start focusing on being a man worth keeping. The kind of man who has a life so compelling, so focused, so full of his own purpose, that her presence is a wonderful addition, not a desperate requirement. That is the man who never has to worry about a woman going cold. He is the thermostat. He is the source of his own heat. If this video helped you understand this shift, do me a favor and write ready in the comments below. It's a signal to yourself and to me that you're ready to set your own temperature. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button. The conversations are only going to get more real. And if you know a guy who's been stuck in that anxious, overthinking place, send this to him. Not to fix him, just to remind him. Until next time, own your frame.